Hello and welcome to the 11th episode. Now, last time we have taken out humanity first from the orbit of Earth and removed their stations and fleet to ashes. Now only Academy and Exodus and of course Alien and ourselves are left here in Earth orbit, and we are currently, I think, allied to Academy and Exodus. So we do have intel sharing with Academy and we have non-aggression pact tolerance with Exodus. So that's all good. So we don't need to go against these guys right now. Instead we are going to park our fleets in our shipyard next. And from there we have to see what we can do with those ships. We can of course also strap on more how's it called? How is it called? Yeah, we can strap in more propellant tanks on them to get them somewhere else if we need to. If we need to fly somewhere to take stuff out. But we don't know what we exactly have to do. So we are going to push in this episode towards the Sentinels finally. So Network Global Defense is already queued up. Here we go. And our space future is actually pushing towards the Ringhabs, which should get enabled after this, yes. And then we do have the more or less the necessary requirements. We still need to do the Ring Core project afterwards. So that's all stuff we have to do eventually, but nothing I'm all too concerned about. And with that, I'm going to actually speed forward because there's not much else we can do. We don't have the capacity to do a lot. We can try to break into a new state somewhere if we want to. And we are also going to keep upgrading our guys here. So that's more or less our plan for now, because I think we can just speed forward. And I maybe sell off 2 of my lunar bases here, if I want to, for relations, because these are not worth it in the mining department currently. So we can free up some mission control and some resource consumption by decreasing. So yeah, let's keep going and let's see what happens along the way. Okay, we have progressed a few months and Network Global Defense is about to finish, but also we are finishing Directed Research Channel, which has been unlocked in between. That's going to give us even more trickling resources from the aliens. Let's see how much it will change our deficits here. So I'm curious to see how we're currently at -50 roughly and plus minus on water. So let's see. Okay, now we got like 18 water, 20 volatiles, a few nobles. Overall pretty good. So that will help with stabilizing our economy here, so we don't have to trade that often now. The question is, what do we research next? And I definitely want to, yes, I think the crackdown. But wait a second, we do have currently, yeah, this is we don't want to slow this one down, so we are not going to take a social project. So instead we do, let's get started on quantum computing here. Because we want to speed up the ring tech as much as possible. Because that's our main bottleneck currently, and we are researching it basically alone, which is a problem. But we can't fix it because the AI doesn't want to invest into it, so we have to push it through alone here. Another few months have passed. We are now in December 2030, and the aliens have started to bombard targets on Earth. I'm not sure what is happening and where, but we are going to find out. So infiltration, escalation, now devastation. Firing from within our orbit, the aliens have unleashed a ruinous assault upon a region of Earth. While the target was localized rather than global, the death toll will nevertheless be high, and every soul on Earth may wake each morning wondering if this day might be their last. Faced with this demonstration of overwhelming extraterrestrial might, humanity is torn, more so than ever before, between submission, resistance, or escape. So yeah, what are they doing actually? This one is bombarding first group. Where though? Can we find out somehow where that's happening? Do we... Can we... Where are you? Okay, I have no idea where they are shooting at. I have no idea at what they are shooting, but fine. We're going to accept that, I guess. In between, we have taken over Australia. We are currently working on Thailand here, because we got a control point from an alien activity here, and now we are going to expand on this. The idea is that we use the Southeast Asian Alliance to make Thailand a bit larger here, by using the American military, of course, to expand into this region, take over more stuff. I also have started earlier to work on this one, but this has already decayed because the Humanity First has pushed against us here. But eventually we want to target Indonesia as well and take it over here. So that's also a plan. But one step after the other, just expanding using our control point cap now, because we are getting closer to what we actually want to achieve. So Ringhaps is soon done. And then we go into the Sentinels, and then we can talk about our final conditions here. Well, here we are in June. A lot of developments have happened in between. So for example, we were able to pull off a coup d'etat in Indonesia and kick the Humanity First out of there. Big question is now, do they have anything in space again? Ooh. I didn't notice that the Resistance was building stuff again. They have a station here again. So we should take this one out, but it has a point defense by now. Yeah, I really didn't pay attention to this one. Also the Santa here. But I think that that's not in a hurry for this. More importantly is that we are going to unlock the Sentinel complex in a few days. I'm already upgrading my Earth stations towards a Ringhap. Big question that I ask myself right now is, do we actually have the layered defense array finished? Yeah, we do. So we can actually make those here. Probably would have been easier to, yeah. So we can make a layered defense array on each of those stations, which I want to do, just in case that someone has a bad idea, like the Resistance. But that's something for probably next episode. We are going to see how everything looks like now. And yeah, it's just a few days, so let's get there. And the question is, what do we do here now? We don't want to go kleptocratic on Indonesia, so let's instead do something like economy, welfare, and no, we don't need democracy here, that's fine. We don't need mission control either. A bit of unity can't hurt. Yeah, I think we're going to start like this for now. Just stabilize it a bit again. So maybe we do it like this, a bit of everything in the middle. There's a solar farm which we need as well. Now we go into like this one here, because we are over capped now. That's almost done. Next mission phase we have the tech. And then everything is done for this quest that we have available there. Build the Sentinels. But I think we have to finish them first before we finish the project here. But I'm not sure.
Where to?
We're going to find out. I don't remember how exactly the everything was in this campaign.
Order.
Ready for orders.
This is done. You actually don't have control nation. You take the last one.
What's the op?
Now we have to keep rotating around in our country, so to make sure that the unrest doesn't get out of control.
Restoring order.
We were going to be quite busy with the countries we have, but it's fine. Let's see what we can do. Do we actually want to... I mean, one thing we could do here is that we just conquer Indonesia as Thailand, because we have claims here. That might be an option. I think I rivaled them anyway, right? Yes, I did. We do have alliance to the United States. We could do this. We could just conquer them. Yep. I think I'm going to do this in the next episode. So we are just going to stabilize a bit here.
Offering counsel.
Not too much though.
Counsel. I would help them.
There we go. Sentinel complex are done. We get 120 fulfilled objective increase, so 120 control management capacity. So they don't give actually on its own. I thought every station gives 120. No. So here we go. Then in this case we have to go into some more technologies that give us control points, because we are going to be staffed for this very soon. I don't think I have a lot available, so we're actually going to do management research here. We probably should also get the administration node and its upgrades. Yeah, I think we do. But now we are going to push the global tech, because these two are the last ones available for before we get Accelerando. So now we do have the conditions done. Now we have to make 10 of those. But we do have to wait a bit until the 22nd of August. So I'm going to just jump forward to that point, so then we can check out how expensive everything will be. Okay, here we go. All our ring cores are done in Leo 1 and 2. Of course, that's all our research stations here. But now we can find out what we can do here. So we want to build the tier 3 Sentinel complex. We also have the solar farm available. Sentinel complex will require 150 energy. So one solar array will cover this. Construction cost of a solar farm is actually acceptable. It's just 12 volatiles, 45 metals, 3 nobles. We do have a bit available. Central complex base cost, however, is a problem. 380 volatiles, 200 nobles base cost. So that's nothing we can afford right now. It would cost us 142 boost to do this. So that's a lot. But yeah, so what we get is 6 marine strength on that station. We enable dominate nation. May only be built in low Earth orbit, that's okay. It requires 1 mission control, that's also no problem. Yeah, so we need 10 of those, right? 10 central complexes, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one of the station needs to make 2. Or we just make 2 in general, and then... So if we were to do this here... What? We can't. Because quick build was active, we have to pick, of course... Wow, 7k cash costs buying the missing materials. Because it's noble metals. We are not going to do this. Instead... What do we need? How many crew? We only need 100 crew. So we're actually fine. We would need a second farm eventually. We have 30 energy surplus. So if we make 2 solar farms, that we can already do. So like this. Per station. If we make... No, for 5 stations we do this. So for 5 stations we do this. Like this. And we shouldn't forget that we also want... We should actually do this. We want to have 1 layer defense array. And there's a... No, don't continue. So 1 layer defense array. Just to protect against a stray ship here. So layer defense array. And then, so 3 are done. Solar farm. Solar farm. And here as well. Solar farm. Solar farm. And layer defense array. We probably also want another farm on each of those stations, but that's not our biggest problem right now. Now we see our resource problem here. And what do we do now? The easiest choice would be to try to find an alien and trade for volatiles and nobles. That would be the easiest change here. Or not change, but rather action. We're also going to continue towards Accelerando and increasing control points here. We definitely want to get the first station on the map as quickly as possible. So maybe we get lucky. No, there's no alien available right now. So that's a sad point. So we have to find one. We don't need exotics for the stations, right? That I didn't see. So tier 3. No, we don't need exotics. But actually, let's do the first one here. So that we get started on this one. So we can use the abilities. It's a very expensive build, of course. But I think that's worth it. And now we're going to spend the next episode trying to find an alien with whom we can trade. So for example, this guy here is probably an alien. So let's find him.
Target.
And also what we should do now is, because we are going to need whatever we can get, is that we are going to change into boost here. Just to get these constructions out of the way. Like this. And like this. Also like this. Actually can scale down a bit here. And as well down here. And also in Indonesia here. And in Thailand. So that should definitely be a noticeable increase in things.
I'm here.
Can also go advise in Indonesia now. There we go. So that we max out our production here.
Offering support.
Permanent for now.
Offering assistance.
And we are going to see that it goes down
I would
quickly.
help them. Both of us
You're not
wish
going to get
only
this.
to dissuade the invaders from further violence.
You get like 2 influence. Generous trade. Nice.
Surveillance complete.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, so we can trade him, get the costs for our stations from him. We probably don't have enough resources to trade with him for all of them right now. But we can at least try to get whatever we can. So we have to buffer up the stuff that we lack with some boost that we can make now, that we make. So as you can see here, it goes down very quickly, the deficit here. So we lost within one mission phase, we basically lost 0.9 deficit. So it's going down really quickly.
Ready for orders.
That's good.
We're going in.
And now we need to... Oh, we found 2 actually. We're going to talk to him. And probably he made a failure on a mission or something, that's why he got revealed. Yeah, and that's going to do... So we have to build 9 more of those stations now. Yeah, that's going to be very expensive. So 9 of those requires us to have 1,800 nobles. And it requires us to almost have 3,600 volatiles. The water cost is not a problem. The metal cost, we don't have enough either. But we do have an income of metal, so that should also be good. What we could do to improve our deficit a tiny bit is, after government network analysis here, that we go into technologies like the water evaporation here and the metallurgy, because we still have a bit of income of those things from our mining that would help a little bit. And we do have here 32 water, and we do have here 8 water, 5.8 volatiles, 21 metal, so it's definitely something. We can also consider to eventually turn off our research campuses to save some resources here. It's -3 volatiles, but I'm not willing to do this as of yet, because I don't know if we maybe need more technologies afterwards. So we're going to investigate this in the next episode. Therefore, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get the Sentinels into orbit. Leave a like.